Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kashish Mendirata. We are continuing our C++ STL series. In the last video, I have discussed about the algorithms in C++ STL and how we can use that to reduce our cost, to reduce our space and time. And in this video, we will be discussing about the next container after vector, which is list. First of all, I want to tell you that the interface of using the list is similar to that of using the vector, but the implementation behind that is completely different. First, let's look by an example. So, list in C++ STL is a double linked list. So, what is a double linked list? So the double linked list, here there is a pointer from one node to another, and if there is a back pointer from second node to one node, then it's a double linked list. I think you all might know that what's double linked list. So this is the double linked list in which each node has a pointer to go to the next node and has a pointer to go to the previous node. So this is the implementation of the list. So if we have to implement this double linked list by ourselves, then what we have to do, we have to first create a node. So for creating a node, we have to create either a structure or a class. Then we have to define a value and left pointer, right pointer. Then we have to define the various methods, how to insert in a list, how to delete in a list, how to erase in a list, and that becomes really complex. So list provides us an interface to directly work with the double linked list without even knowing that how it works. And vector was just an array. So the interface is little bit similar, but behind the scenes they are working pretty differently. So firstly, let me show you that. To create a list, what we do, that we just create list int and then the name of that, and if we want to initialize that, we can optionally initialize that. So I have created a list and I have created a vector also to help you understand the differences between them. So firstly, if you want to print a list and print a vector, so I have created two functions to print a list and print a vector. They are quite similar. You can see that the initialization of them is quite similar. The way we print them, that's also quite similar, but the implementation behind the scene is different. So STL makes us easy that we don't need to understand that how they are implemented. We just directly use that in our code. So you can see that two listed have been created. Both the list we can iterate. Now I want to show you another difference between vector and list. So here, if you can see that it also has iterators just like vector has. So l dot begin means if there is a list, so l dot begin means pointer to the first node, and if we do itr plus plus, then that means we can go to the second node. That means we can go to the next node in the list. So this is a valid, but if we do itr plus 2, means if we want to go from here to here, itr plus 2, that's not valid, because what we are doing is that we are creating a list class. Behind the scenes, a list class has been created, and in there plus plus operator has been overloaded. Why we need to overload that? Because just simple plus plus means that it increment the value by 1, but itr contains the simple address. So incrementing the address means going to the next location, but these two are not contiguous, means they are different memory locations. So this may be 2020 means address, the address of this means this one. So if itr is 2020, so itr plus plus can be 2021, but it is whole different. Then how we can reach to this point by itr plus plus? Because plus plus operator has been overloaded. So it has been overloaded so that we don't just simply add 1 to the itr, we just point to the next element. But simple plus operator is not overloaded in list. So if we see the vector, in the vector we can go to the next pointer in the similar way, itr plus plus, but we can also go to the 2 points ahead by simply itr plus 2, because here both plus plus and plus operator have been overloaded. I am showing this because I want you to have a grasp of that these two look similar. Means if you say that itr plus plus gives the next node, so you might think that the list is also implemented in the form of vector, but I don't want you to misinterpret that how the list was created. List was created in the double linked list way, but the operators has been overloaded. So this is the whole concept which I want to tell you before starting on the list. So I think you might have understand that it's created by the double linked list. All the methods look similar to vector, but implementation is quite different. Okay, so let's quickly jump into the methods of the list. So to print the first element, what we can do is that I can just print the first element. So why we don't create, let's create a function to print an element in separate line. So let's leave that. So let's print the first element using L1 dot front, means L1 is a list, we can print the first element of that. If we write the back, then we can access the back element. Similarly, we can push the elements just like we can push in the vector, but the implementation is quite different, but the interface is little more or less similar. So we can push back 23. So now the list would be 1 2 13 43 and 23. Okay, so let's print the list. After that, print the list and L1. Okay, so now we can also push in the front also. So let's push in the front. So push front, let's push 34. So the now list would be 34 1 2 13 43 23. Why I have written 23 twice? Okay, by mistake. Okay, so pushing the front means pushing on the front side, so we can check that also. I will run after all the operations, after some writing some more operations. So we can pop the elements also, we can pop the front. So we can pop the front by L1 dot, means list name dot pop front. Now if we print the list, so now the list would have become 1 2, means the similar one as that of here. So let's copy that and paste here. We can also pop from the back, so let's pop from the back also. So pop from back. So if we pop from back, the above would be this one. Okay, so let's check all the things and verify that whatever we have thought, whether it looks like that. Okay, so it's not like that, it's just push front. Let's see that. Why it's giving some errors. Let's run that. Yeah, so the front element of the first list is 1, the back element is 43. Okay, so when we push the 23, the list becomes 1 2 13 43 and 23 as expected. Then when we push 34 in the front, then here 34 has been in the front of the list. Then we pop from the front, then 34 have been removed. Then when we have popped from the back, then 23 has been removed. So everything worked fine. So these were the main functions. Let's test out some other functions. I am commenting all these lines. Okay, so let's leave them downside and do some other stuff here. So this was just doing the operations in the front and back side. We can also insert at some middle points also. So how we can do is that I have also told you that here I can't do that itr plus 2. So how we can reach to the fourth pointer? So let's say that I want to delete this 13. So in the vector, how we would have to, in the vector, how we would do that? So if there is a vector, let's say vector with the similar things 1, 2, 13 and 43. So if we have to delete 13, so what we can do is that v, let's say it v. So what we have to do is that v dot erase, then we have to pass the iterator to that. So it would be v dot begin plus 2, because v dot begin is 1, v dot begin plus 2 will be 13. So that would be, that would have been erased. So let's print that. So for every element in the vector, let's see out that element and a ending line here. Okay, so it should work fine with the vector. I want to tell you that it will not work with list. So if we do the same stuff with list, what we have did here, let's do that. In the place of v, we have to replace L1. So if we do that and then we print list with L1, let's see then. Now it has given an error because it is not allowed. I have said you that because plus is not overloaded in the list, okay, but plus is overloaded in the vector class. So this is giving the problem. So how we can do in the list? So there is also a way. So in the list they have provided a advanced function. No, the function is advanced name. The name of the function is advanced. So what we have to do is that, let's say I have a variable itr, that is the iterator, and that points to the L1 dot begin. Okay, so now if I have to move that, so I have to use the advanced function. So advanced, then the iterator name and how much we want to move that. So we want to move that by 2 places. So now itr has moved 2 places, so we can delete itr. So now let's see that whether this works. So we want to delete this list. Okay, so we want to delete 13. So 13 has been deleted. So this is the interface in the list. If we have to do so in the vector, we would be having we would have did in the earlier way, as I have shown you, that simply overloading the plus operator, just like v dot begin plus 2. So this statement in vector is similar to this statement. Okay, so I am just showing you the differences. Means what's the difference between vector and list? Means their implementation is little bit same, but there are some differences, you should know that. So other things are similar, just like I would write some functions which are similar in implementation with vector. I would not show their demo because they are quite similar as we have done in vector, so you can try that also. So begin function, that same with the vector. So size function, that same, empty function, that same. If you don't know that how these work, then you can refer to my previous video vector, because I will be telling you the new things and will be saying that these things we have already done and they are same in this also. And reverse begin is also same. I think we have not covered the reverse begin. So reverse begin means we have an iterator which points to the last element. So if I say here that it's reverse begin, that means that itr will point to the last element. Last element means 43. So if we say that itr points to the, let's print the itr value at itr so that you can understand that what's reverse begin. So now it should print 43. Yeah, 43 is printed. That means if begin means 1, reverse begins means that's iterated to the last position. Okay, so reverse begin, reverse end, they are also same as in vector. And what more, erase function, that's also same, but you just need to update the pointer as we have did using the advance. So let's erase, we have erased the element also. Okay, so insert is same, let's insert some element. Okay, so let's say if we want to insert an element after 2, so how we will be inserting that? L1 dot ins, firstly we have to have a iterator that points to L1 dot begin, then we can advance that itr, advance itr and 2. Okay, so now I want to insert here L1 dot insert at itr position, and let's say I want to insert 245. So now print the list, print list of L1. Okay, so let's say start. Okay, so 245 have been inserted. So means the process of insert and erase is also similar, just the way how we can hide the pointer, that's just difference. Okay, so after that these functions are similar, but let's look at some other stuff also. So how we sort the elements, so if we have to sort the vector, so how we do that? So we can just sort in this way, just providing the initial and the after the end point iterators, then we can just print that. Okay, it's already sorted, so let's unsort a little bit. Okay, so printing that, I have just written a, but you should choose proper names. Okay, instead of underline, let's print out space. Okay, so it has sorted us, but it will not work. So let's say if I do sort L1 dot begin and L1 dot end, it will not work. We are not printing that because we know that it will give error at this point. This is because sort function is designed so that it can sort the continuous elements just like in an array or a vector, but here they are different, so it will not sort. So it has provided the interface for that, so we can sort in this way, L1 dot sort. So this will work in case of list. So let's print that it's already sorted, so let's change one element so that we can identify that whether it's sorted or not. Okay, so let's see that. So see that it has sorted the list for us. So this is how we can sort. We can also reverse in the similar way. So the list is little bit means different. Okay, so it has reversed us the list for us. So these two were different as from the vector. So this was all. I think this was all from the list, and you have learned a lot. So this was all about the video. We will be coming in the next video with some different containers. Okay, meet you in the next video.